Telkom developed the Female Leadership Development Program, or FLDP, recognizing that they wanted to drive more representation of female senior leaders. As opposed to focusing on trying to outsource female senior management, they recognize that they have talent within the organization and want to rather focus on developing an internal pipeline to develop middle management female leaders with great potential into their senior management roles. So having females in the organization generally represented more is valuable because women think differently to men, and having more representation and diverse groups and teams helps us to think about problems and have different perspectives. So if we think about data science more specifically, and data science being at its core about problem solving, when we're looking at a data science problem and having different perspectives and having women's perspectives helps us to look at the problem more critically from different angles, and essentially helps us to think about the problem and solve the problem more effectively. The other reason I think that having females in the data science team would also be valuable is that because women in tech generally are underrepresented, we need more women to provide role models in STEM careers, in tech, in data science specifically, so that we have young women or girls in school that really have someone to look up to see there are women and they can see themselves in those particular careers. So before becoming a data scientist, I was an occupational therapist, or OT, and now OT is quite broad. It's essentially helping people participate and perform in their daily lives in a meaningful way, whether it's helping them develop their skills, changing their environment, or helping them with a particular type of activity that they're trying to do. So growing up, I was always very people-oriented, and the work that I wanted to do was really around changing people outcomes and helping them to live better. So technology, I didn't even know what data science was totally off my radar. I never even thought about it. So what happened was, while I was in my occupational therapy profession, I was satisfied. I really did love my career. I loved making meaningful contributions to people's lives, but there was really something that I felt was missing, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. So it came to a point where one day I was just listening to the radio, and there was a program around, it was software development particularly, but it was technology in my head, and something changed in my perspective of technology. And I could see the difference in being able to scale change and to scale social impact. And that's when my antenna went up. I knew that that's what I wanted to do. It wasn't just around changing individuals' lives, and occupational therapy is really meaningful. You can really make significant difference in individuals' lives. But what excited me was scalable change, scaling social impact, changing systems, changing the ways we do things with a broader reach. So the other part in this journey of how I started thinking about technology was really around seeing how I made a change using technology and data and information. So coming from years of, I really want to make a difference in people's lives, I had to shift my mind in thinking to change people's lives isn't only reserved for sitting in a therapy session one-on-one and giving therapy to a client. It can mean that I can build a particular model or build a particular application that really shifts that person's insights and impact on their lives. So the way that I was changing and helping that social impact didn't necessarily need to be in therapy. So working with my fellow data scientists, we are quite a big team at Telkom. We're almost 50, and it's been a wonderful journey. We are more male dominated, and generally the industry is. But if we think about the ratio of women to men in our team, we are on the upper end compared to maybe other organizations. So we're working towards changing that status quo and looking at more and more representation. So we're on the right track. And within our team, we also have several very strong, amazing women who are good technically and also just great to work with. And I really love their ideas. We have a team that really accepts women, accepts our ideas. We feel empowered to bring our ideas and our solutions to the table. The Telkom Foundation aims to support youth in STEM subjects at school and onto STEM careers through to having a successful career. So they focus on, they support several different programs. So that can be supporting their school subjects, so your science, your maths, your English, technology. And they also have digital skills. So we have learners that are learning to code and learning about computer applications, as well as looking at their whole themselves as a whole being. So they've got counseling programs and learner wellness campaigns that they run. And that also helps to give support to the learner where they may not just have struggles with STEM subjects, that they can also have support where there may be some home and social challenges. So the requirements are that you be a female and employed by the Telkom Group. Other requirements would include being part of middle management and recognized as having talent and potential for leadership. Telkom also puts you through quite a stringent process of choosing to be accepted in the FLDP, and that includes tests such as aptitude tests, as well as a video interview as well.